Good morning, everybody, and happy day 17 of Vlogmas. At 8 a.m., I was supposed to get up at 7. I woke up at 6. Honestly, I feel fine. Like, my throat's a little sore. I have a little bit of a dry cough. Let me tell you, that cough keeps me up the whole night. I feel like I'm going a little insane, which does make me a little nervous for this bachelorette party that I'm supposed to leave for tomorrow night. I think I'm supposed to share not only a room, but like a bed with someone, and I feel very bad for that person. So we're gonna call an audible tomorrow and see if this is even an option. Anyway, that's my life. Let's talk about what we're doing today. We are doing a workout from Jason and Lauren Pak. Jason and Lauren are a married couple who are certified personal trainers, and they became very popular with their short form content, specifically on Instagram. Now, I did a little digging, and they actually have 3 free workouts from the Rise program when you subscribe to their email list. So today, we're gonna go to the gym and we're gonna do their pull day. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Justina, aren't you sore from yesterday? Yes, I am. But I only have one more day till I get my little built-in break, so we're just gonna go for it. I also kind of want to justify paying for my gym membership this month since I have been once. So I have a fairly packed day, which we'll talk about in a second. So I want to take the time now to kind of look at the program and see what we should expect as I'm getting ready. So this little excerpt is straight up off of their free ebook describing the Rise program and what their philosophy is behind it. With Rise, we wanted to put together all of the best aspects of powerlifting, bodybuilding, functional training, strength and conditioning, and CrossFit all in one fun, challenging, comprehensive, progressive, and sustainable strength training program. You'll develop the raw, absolute strength from the powerlifting moves, the aesthetic pumps from the bodybuilding moves, the balanced movement quality and injury prevention work from the functional training moves, the athleticism from the strength and conditioning moves, and finally, exposure to all of the varied fitness domains like gymnastics, Olympic lifting, and Metcons from the CrossFit moves. However, since we're not fully going in any specific direction, we make it so that 1, we don't risk developing overuse injuries. 2, we don't risk boredom or plateauing or burnout. 3, we're able to develop a more balanced health and fitness profile. And 4, it's going to be fun. So I want to read that verbatim because I think it's summed up really nicely. And to kind of round it all out, basically what they're saying is, hey, we're going to pull from a lot of different types of training to keep this interesting, safe, and a lot of fun. And I really love that approach. You know, for general population, I think there's a fine line between like doing random workouts that are in no way connected to each other versus going way too specific and overboard and working for that optimal approach and kind of getting burnt out. So what I expect from this workout today is compound movements, moving into like accessory and isolation work, and then a few like fun things kind of sprinkled throughout just to keep it interesting and fun. So at the end of the day, like, do we want structure? Yes. But do we need like a tailored, specific, strict 6-day split like a bodybuilder? No. Let's talk about the schedule for the day. I have an in-person client at 9 a.m. Then I have to film this kettlebell play workout for my kettlebell program. It's basically like a workout we're gonna do every week, and it just has like a fun little circuit where you practice the skills that we're kind of progressing throughout the whole program. I then have a virtual client. We're gonna go to the gym. Then we're gonna edit this video. I have another virtual client, and then I have crap, why do I keep doing this? I have a lower body class that I'm teaching tonight. The last time I went to the gym on the Chrissy Sella day, I also had a lower body class that night. I gotta plan this a little better. And then I have to edit that video, and at some point I have to pack and decide if I'm going to this bachelorette party tomorrow. Great. So I actually didn't realize my first client was in person, so I am gonna eat some breakfast and scootaloo and get dressed and head on out. I'll see you guys later.
Lazy Sunday mornings, hiding under covers. I don't mind staying in with you. Play your favorite movie, laying right beside me. I don't mind when it's just us two. That corner coffee shop we like to go. Late night walks with you to take me home. With you I never feel alone.
These little songs make me glad to call you mine. And you have got my head in the clouds.
1, 2, 3.
All that I need is your body next to me on rainy days. Just need your company, don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. The simple joy of hearing your voice every morning. I wake to a kiss on my face, so I don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. Walking to the market, strolling hand in hand, exchanging letters when you're away. Don't need any effort when we are together. We always have fun throughout the day. I'll do anything to get your attention. When you say you love me, I seem to ascend to the heavens above, where we fall in love. I don't know what I would do without you, because all I need is you. Make me fly to the clouds. 1, 2, 3.
We're back. Let's talk about the workout. Is it science-backed, and did I enjoy it? I want to specifically start with the structure of the workout because Jason and Lauren actually go through and explain their reasoning behind their programming, which you know that I love. One of the big things that I always talk about with my class, not necessarily like the science behind programming, but just like what we're working and why. And especially for people who work out at home without unlimited equipment, I feel like that is such a great piece of knowledge to have, because then you can be better informed on, okay, well, this isn't working for me. How can I make it more challenging, make it less challenging, select a different exercise while still focusing on the why? So I think just having this like basic outline, why things are programmed this way, is super helpful. Because remember the goal of a good coach, emphasis on good. The goal is not for you to be like tethered to me for the rest of your life. I'm trying to give you the basic understanding so that one day you can do it by yourself. Or even as we're working together, let's say we meet once a week, you can make your own informed decisions in between our sessions or in between the classes. So anyway, let's talk about their approach. So their basic structure is a warm-up right into power. Then we have a superset of like our main lift of the day, followed by a complementary move, we'll say. You'll see what I mean when we actually get into the workout. And then we do another superset of kind of accessory movements, maybe single leg variations of our big compound lift. So think of this as like big movements, but not the big lift. Then we'll do another superset of isolation work. So think planks, abs, arms, things like that. And then typically some kind of core and cardio finisher. Now, if you watch this video here where I trained Jamie Falk for a month, my structure is pretty much the same. For most people, again, we're talking general population, I'm going to use this basic structure of like warm up, power, and or skills, just something that kind of primes the neuromuscular system. And then we jump into big lift of the day, and then we just kind of like work our way down in intensity. And obviously not every workout needs to follow this structure. There's a lot of different ways to program things, especially depending on your goal. But if we remember the goal of most people, general population, it's probably just to look and feel a little bit better. You might have something specific in there like, hey, I want to learn how to do a pull-up. Oh, well, you know what? We're going to put that at the beginning of the workout because that's a skill, and we're going to do that first when we have the most energy because it's really important to you and it's your main goal. Okay, now that I've like geeked out on programming, let's talk about the science-backed part of this. There's a reason why things are structured the way that they're structured. It's because it has been proven to yield the best results in terms of overall well-being. We want to do a warm-up to get our joints and our muscles and our movement patterns primed so that we have a better output in our workout and we reduce the risk of injury. We want to do that explosive stuff in the beginning because studies have shown that priming the neuromuscular system is super important. That's a great way to do it. And then working our way into the strength. We have the most energy at the beginning of the workout, so we want to use that on the biggest lift. You'll see the lift today was a deadlift, and that was paired with an eccentric push press. And you're probably thinking, well, for a pull day, isn't a push press a pushing movement, not a pulling movement? But there was a specific note to control the descent for 4 seconds, and that's going to recruit the lats to contract, and now it becomes a vertical pull focused exercise. So I thought that was really smart. You know, if we look at the description of day 3, this is the day 3 workout in Rise. Day 3 is almost always our deadlift day and has more of a balanced emphasis. So compared to the other days, it just seems like this is a little bit more full body than like upper lower. So it seems like they gave us an upper lower full split, which is definitely a great option. So if we're looking at like what this is claiming to be and what it is and how it's executed, like I'm gonna go A+. I know we're given numbers, but it is A+ programming, and we're gonna give it a 5 out of 5 for science backed. Let's talk about enjoyment. I did really like all of these exercises. It is all stuff that I would program, except I've never done a face pull before, which is so funny. So you actually saw my third take because it took me 3 tries, my third set, to actually like feel it in my rear delts and also figure out the stance. Like I couldn't figure out, am I supposed to be hinged? Should I be more upright? We figured it out. I just want to say that because like, even though I do this for a living, there's still just some exercises I don't do. And I am going to be new at different things here and there. So do with that information as you will. The whole workout I actually did my own warm up, but from warm up until finisher did take a solid hour. And I was very strict with my rest times, like had my Fitbit running, made sure I was not going over scrolling on my phone too much because I did need to get back so I could get on with the rest of my workday. So I would say personally, I would probably cut something from there. Oh, and I did actually. So I actually cut the farmer carry, and this is just one point that I want to bring up. When I'm programming for people, I'm always kind of thinking like, well, where are they going to be located? If they're in their home, they have full access to everything. But for me, I was in a public gym, and I don't want to be taking up 2 areas at the same time, to be polite. So I actually ended up cutting the farmer carries because I didn't want to be taking up the spot at the very popular cable machine to go walk around the gym and then rest and kind of double that time. And then honestly, by the time I got back onto the floor, I just forgot to do them. So just something to think about. And I'm always pretty cognizant about that when I'm programming for people or even for classes. Can I make the most out of the fewest pieces of equipment as possible in that moment? But that's just personal preference. And that's just kind of like the population that I work with. Aside from that, it felt really good to be back in the gym. I was definitely pushing with the weights. We're going to be sore tomorrow. That's okay. My hamstrings are on fire. And for enjoyment, we're going to give it another 5 out of 5. I had no issues with this workout. And I really had no doubt in my mind that I was going to love what Jason and Lauren programmed. Everything that they put out on social media definitely mirrors what I talk about. Their production quality is just much higher. Let's pick tomorrow's workout. All right. Should we get some light on? Tomorrow's workout is bar eclipse. Is this Adrian? It is. We're TikTok friends. All right. They've got some stuff on YouTube. They're a little bit shorter, like 10, 15 minutes, but tomorrow I'm leaving for this bachelorette party. So I have very limited time. This is like, okay, you're either going to see that I got my butt out of bed and I did a 15-minute bar workout, or you're going to see in the community tab that I skipped a day because this is now all unfolding because I got the flu and I took a day off from filming. So we're going to see. I'm not going to stress about it. If I skip a day, I skip a day. If you have qualms with it, put it in the comments and I will be sure to feature you in the next video. All right, bar eclipse, we are coming at you tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching and I will see you all in the next one.
All that I need is your body next to me on rainy days. Just need your company.